Hello everybody, and welcome to another Sims 4 build. Today we are building a house. Not just any house, an off-the-grid house. Not just for any Sims, only the witchiest of Sims. So I decided to build a off-the-grid witch house using the Realm of Magic world and majority of the Realm of Magic pack, and it is completely functioning off the grid with all of its lights. The only thing that's not really functioning is the refrigerator, but I wanted to use the Realm of Magic refrigerator in this, so I did. It's the only thing that doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's, we don't have any off the grid fridges, which kind of makes sense but I mean, you could always get a generator. So I wanted this big overhanging roof to sort of protect against the elements, rather than have a large spacious interior, because I wanted this to be like a little witch's hovel. So to make up for the lack of space inside, it's got a very, open outside area with a large overhanging roof that protects, your outdoor area from the elements. Even though Glimmerbrook is known for its massive storms, which I didn't realize when building this house because I hadn't yet, fiddled around with the gameplay. I've had this house, for a while in the works, and then I went and played the game and I'm like, geez, they has a lot of storms. So, be wary of that if you download this house off the gallery, and it is on the gallery ready for your enjoyment. You can find it by either searching, by clicking the link in the description, or searching my ID, Stephanie Red. It is on the gallery. It is live. But yeah, I didn't realize like how bad the winters were, so probably not the best town for an outdoor sort of, lifestyle home, just because it's gonna be cold. And your Sim's not gonna be happy with how cold it is. And I also wonder, like, because I've never played an off-the-grid lot, like, personally, I haven't done it yet. I think it would be interesting to do it. It's something that I want to do. I've been playing so many other games that I haven't really gotten the time. I just, like, got into the playing with the Realm of Magic that I didn't even think to play an off-the-grid lot. I wonder how that would work with seasons. Like, do your Sims freeze to death because they don't have a heater, Is that something that happens? I gotta test that. I gotta play that. But yes, it's a cute little hovel. It's all one room, and then there is a shed on the side for a bathroom. And I do use Seasons to paint it because, I don't know, I like this pack with Seasons and Vampires, and my favorite pack, which is Jungle Adventures. And it looks so cute together. And I left part of it, I wanted to leave it open to have the thatch come through. That's why I was so excited to use the thatch roofing, because you can see it at the bottom rather than, the other roofing where it doesn't look nice at all. And there's nothing you can do about it. So I use the thatch roofing not only because it's a little witch's hovel, but because the roof sidings come out so far. I wanted it to look nice underneath. Also, it made me so sad that we don't have like a spray paint, terrain paint for, the Realm of Magic tiles, even though they show up in the Realm of Magic, and yet they didn't think to give it to us. So I wanted to kind of fade out the bricks in the front, but I couldn't because I didn't have any shading tools, I guess. So yeah, I use off the grid countertops, and I think the sink is from off the grid, not off the grid, Jungle Adventures. Yes, because it works off the grid. That's what I mean. And then I use the Realm of Magic stove and fridge, even though the fridge doesn't work, as I said, but it's still really cute, and you can pretend it's a pantry. Little tiny seating area and dining area over here. Obviously, because it's off the grid, there's no television or anything, so you'll have to find out creative ways to make your Sims happy. I do believe there's a bookshelf in here, so they can read. Yeah, I wonder, like, how do you get your Sims fun up with an off the grid? Because even with, you think that, the realm of magic, playing with magic would be fun, but it's not. It drains their fun a lot. So yeah, no. And I kind of wanted to use all the stuff from the new realm of magic, like all the little shelves and the desks and the whatnots. But this place is very tiny, so it looks super cluttered, but it's still cute. So And then I went and changed all the things because I was like, do I want it this color? Do I want it brown? Do I want it, dark? What color do I want this room to be? Because I've already like mixed the red tones with the brown and the stone. It's all there. It's really weird. And then there's green in the fridge. I don't know what kind of color scheme I was going through. Kind of just like cluttered and clashed and just all over the place, really, while still making this place feel like a home. And I wanted it to be junky and sort of cluttered just because I felt like, like a witch's home would be very like cluttered with all of her magic bits and bobs rolling around. And I still wanted it to have like a lot of seating furniture and like places for, a sim to lounge, even though who knows, maybe you have someone sleeping over, they got to sleep on the couch because this is a tiny little home. I wouldn't consider it a tiny home just because the amount of square footage in itself is pretty massive, but it is a smaller home. Now I'm just building the bathroom, and I played with the idea of having the shower outside, and then I was just like, but this isn't a tropical area and I don't want the Sims to freeze to death. So I end up putting the shower inside. The only thing that's on the outside is the exterior sink. So toilet and shower is enclosed inside. So y'all no need to worry about your Sims freezing their butts off while taking a shower. Because I was just like, oh damn, that's probably not a good idea. Someone gonna die. Yeah, that would be the worst part about living like in the wilderness, is like having to go to the bathroom or take a shower in the freezing cold. Probably not a great experience. And yeah, some stone tiles. So yeah, it's just very basic with the bathroom, just a shower and a thing. I do go in and add some decoration in a little bit. And then I was just like, maybe if I put the cauldron in there, it'll still be, accessible and a little bit warmer in the winter time, I should say, because it's kind of in a room. It's not really a room, but it kind of is. So this is where I go through and I bring all the lights and stuff in from the off the grid pack, and I'm looking for off the grid stuff. And then I hadn't realized that I was going to make it completely off the grid here, and then I was just like, oh right, it's off the grid, so I gotta put in candles and stuff. I was going to put in the regular lights and then turn the lot to off the grid anyways. So it looks like they just haven't paid their electricity bill. But then I was like, hey, you know what? Let's just go full broad, like this place was never had electricity. So I just chuck candles wherever I possibly can and use all the cute stuff. And then I was like trying to fiddle with a shelf in order to get the candles like the right height for where I wanted them, because they were raising up to be either too low into the shelf or too high. So I was just like not happy with that. Not having any of that nonsense. So I couldn't use the little candelabras from Realm of Magic because they're not off the grid. So I had to use the ones from Vampires, I believe. And then I sneakily put some candles all up in this bathroom, using the same technique with the shelf to get the heights that I want. And then I delete the shelf and move the candle so it's sitting on the back of the toilet. And it's kind of dark, but it's light enough that, what's the worst that can happen? And then I was like, oh, maybe I can stick a candle over here. And that looked weird. It wasn't small enough. And then I put one in the window ledge, because that's my favorite thing to do, is put them in the window ledge. But you can only do it once. I don't know why. But if you move it after that, it'll never go back in the same spot. At least that's what I found when I've been trying to do it. So I put it once. And if it doesn't work, then you never do it again. Now we're going to do like an outdoor sort of chilling area for, entertaining or, ghost stories around the campfire. I don't know why I felt like this place needed a campfire. You know what I wish it had? Like a cooking fire with a giant like pot over like, like a rack. That would be amazing. That would look so cute in this area. But I don't use any CC ever in any of my builds, so it doesn't have it. Also, there's a laundry basket in there, and I do stick a little wash bucket and a clothing rack. So your sim can do laundry. I guess that's something they can do to eat up their no television time. Gosh, what would you do without TV and computers? I don't know. It's all crazy. And then I went through and like slammed this place with decorations. I put a lot of cobwebs up and more, plants just to give it a more decorated look and a more sort of, I don't know what would I call it, but like a more like dilapidated look. More like it's an old witch living here. She can't get around to cleaning those high cobwebs like she used to. So, I love those little air plants. They're so cute. I wish I could have air plants, but I'm pretty sure my cat would destroy them. Also, I think they might be poison. No. Air plants are the only plant that I could, because when I was younger, I wanted to like grow plants in my room, but I had basically no window. And so very little light. I also had cats who like to eat plants, so I had to find something that didn't need a lot of light and wasn't poisonous to cats. And air plants was the very few things that, weren't poisonous to cats if they did get a hold of them and bite them. But they did need a lot of light, so I did get one, and it was like on a keychain. It was like a little micro plant, and it was super cute. And then eventually it got too big for the little keychain, so I had to repot it. And then my cat ate it. So, yeah. I found it on Etsy. They did like a bunch of like mini cactuses and stuff. They were so cute. Loved it. Loved Etsy back in the day, but now I don't like it anymore. But now I find it too expensive for what it is, because like when you go on Etsy, you're buying from someone who's like not a store, so why would they ever have store prices? Also, I put a lot of like cracks and smudges on the walls to make this place look like, it's in the deep woods and shit be happening around it. Like there's some scratches on the wall, like a bear has just, destroyed the side. And here's where I put all the cobwebs in and all that fun stuff. But yeah, like I sell my own personal art, and I know I'm not a professional and I don't have a company and I'm not mass producing. So my prices have to show that. And I just feel like Etsy is like become a store basically. It's too expensive to be like a sort of, I used to think it was more like a flea market, and now it's just like a store. You might as well just go to a flea market and find the same thing for super cheap. And you also get to talk to the person who made it, which is super nice. I love meeting like entrepreneurs and people who really like love what they do and create certain things. And I love talking to them and finding out, what made them do what they do. It's great. It's so much better than just being like, okay, I'm going to order this online and support a creator. I'd rather meet them in person and support them. And then I got so sidetracked, but I wanted to hide this place, sort of that it wasn't on the main road. I kind of wish there was like a off the beaten trail where there was no road that connected the things. I know in the cats and dogs pack, there is like the hindquarters hideaway. And that is like one of my favorite lots to build on because there's no direct road to it. So you can build a lot of cute things around it where it's like, ooh, off the beaten trail. I think the last off the grid place I did when Off the Grid first came out was on Hindquarter Hideaway. And then I did like an off the grid Sulani build when, that came out. Maybe I didn't do one in Hindquarter Hideaway that I actually made a video for, because I remember doing one for Sulani, and there is a video for that on here. It's kind of the same sort of style of like beach bungalow off the grid sort of thing, where this is like a woodland cabin off the grid sort of thing. I don't know. I feel like off the grids should be like a little bit of rustic, a little bit like, it's been here for a long, long time. Love it. Now all the plants all around it. I kind of wanted to make it look overgrown, so I put all the rocks and the flowers, and did I put rocks? No, those were flowers. And I was like, maybe I should add more, but you know what? That was it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please hit it with a like and subscribe for more content. I post a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you wanted to catch more of me, you can catch me over on Twitch at AG Stephanie Red. I stream every Monday and Friday at 4 p.m. and then throughout the week and weekends it's kind of sporadic, so make sure you hit me follow there so you know whenever I'm streaming. But then again, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.